Hi there, this is Mega Supreme here with a special Transformers toy review. This time I'm having a look at DX9 version of Astrotrain, Masterpiece Astrotrain I should say, and I think he's called, I don't know how to pronounce this, Chigurh or Chigurh, and yeah, he just arrived in the post this morning. He's really impressive. I've had just about a chance to transform him back into his different modes. He came packaged in his locomotive train mode, as you can see here, and there's lots of nice detail on him here. He's got these nice windows here on the side here, and bits of detail on the side here as well. Some of these move, some of these, I think they are all supposed to move, although some are a little bit looser than others at the bottom here. This is kind of like a sample here, so there may be that there's a few changes to it as well. But you've got loads of detail. There's loads of little panel lining along here. You've got a black section in here, and even little kind of pipes and things going on here from the side. You've got a couple of little wheels on the front here as well, and a couple of wheels on the back here. That's the view from the back there, if you can see that. Side, and then from the top here as well. Everything kind of pegs in really nicely. It is a job to transform, and everything kind of really moves about really well. You've got a nice little spot here. I mean, if you had kind of split symbol there, you maybe could get a Decepticon symbol on the front here as well. I mean, the only bit that you could say potentially was part of the shuttle mode is these bits here, but you can get away with saying they're kind of headlights for the kind of locomotive mode. But he's a decent size. He's really quite long in length. Here he is in compared to one of the Seekers here. So this is just a generation Seeker, so you can see he's a fair bit bigger than him. People have asked me, you know, is he Masterpiece scale? Is he more in line with Generations? He is more in line with the Masterpiece figures. You could put him alongside Generation figures. You know, you've got, you know, leader class figures such as Jetfire, so you could put him alongside those, and he would go in with those okay. But I think he fits better with the Masterpiece figures, only because Jetfire can kind of fit in okay with those Generation guys, because he was always meant to be you know, a larger figure, whereas in the kind of comics and in the cartoons and stuff, Astrotrain was really kind of the same size as a lot of the other kind of Voyager figures. This also came with it as well, so this pegs on here, is it? I'm trying to remember how it came plugged on. So this is his weapon here, and it just plugs onto the side there like that. So everything kind of plugs in quite nicely. You can plug it in on the other side if you want to. So you can plug it on, move it around here, plug it on there, and that probably fits on a little bit better on that side than it does on this one. There you go. It fits on either side. Let's move this guy out of the way here as well. And I'll do another size comparison as well. I've got loads of robots out to show you size comparison. What I'll do is I'll get him transformed into a robot mode and see what you think of him in robot mode, and have a look at the transformation. He is quite tricky, so please bear with me as I try and transform him the best that I can. So as you go around here on the back here, the first thing you do is take this bit off. So from what I can see, it kind of slides off like that, and it comes off like so. You can then get the head out, so this will just come out like this, and I'll just give you a close up of the head sculpt. I've got it here. So you can see it's a really cool head sculpt. I think it really looks like Astrotrain. Some people have said they don't think he really looks that much like him, but I think he does. And then let's have a look to see what's the best thing to do. Probably the best thing then is to disconnect this bit here from here. So let's pull these bits out like so, like that. And then these bits are the legs, and the way that they work is these bits, you can pull them out like so, like that, and then let's have a look. Then just unplug it from the side here, like that, and it'll peg out like this. And then you kind of close. Let's remember to try and do this right. I don't want to break anything on this. Yeah, so you pull that out and then fold it in like that. So you've got part of the leg on this side. Then do the same on the other side. So unplug it from there and fold this bit in. You can plug those bits together like so. So you've got this bit together like that. What I'm going to do now is going to get this bit out of the way, and this is going to become part of the arms and chest. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this bit up here. Let's move this back a bit, like so. You can see where this bit then folds out here. Oh, you can't, because bend that forward like so, like that. So you can see how he's starting to kind of shape up, like so. Let's have a look. So let me just adjust my camera a second. Might give me a bit more room to mess around with this guy. The thing is, he's so big, it's trying to get everything onto camera. Right, okay, so these back bits here, unplug these, and this bit here as well, and pull this out and pull it round, so that then comes round to the top here, like that. You can see it comes round to the top, like so. Then what happens with the legs, this is a bit, actually what I do then is just twist this bit round like so, so you've got this crotch plate at the front here. These, as you move them out, will move together. Swivel them round like that, swivel round like that, and then in like that, and down like so. You want to move these bits forward so the purple bit is at the front on there. Now I've seen different ways that these legs are transformed. On the ones here, they show it with this bit at the front here, and then bending at the knee this way. But when I've done it, I've done it like that. So I'll show you that way first, and then you know, you can always transform it, do it your own way if you prefer. So let's do that. You then unpeg this from the side here, pull this bit out like so, and have a look. And you bring down this, peg this bit together like so. Yeah, I think that is why that I had the had them like that is I didn't think they fit so well. So I'm going with that as the foot mode for the moment, and then it's kind of I'm not quite sure the best way to transform it at the back here. In the end, I think I went for having it. There's lots of different configurations and way you can do this. So you can fold this bit in like that, so that it pegs in together. Like that. And then I think I had it, which way was it? It was round the other way, I think. I think it was like that, so we had it filled in like that at the back, and then we had a bit of a ankle tilt going on as well. So I'm going to go for that for the moment. Yeah, so I think that's probably going to be the best way to have him transformed. Like that, the front here. Let's bring these purple bits round, so we're actually committing to have it having it that way. I'm not sure if that's right or not. Like I said, on the things there, they've got it round like that. So it depends, you know, what your preference is for the, you know, how you want it transformed. I think he looks better like that. I also think the leg looks better that way. So I'm going to do it around that way, transform this, and then just peg this in together. So he's an absolute beast to transform. He's such a big transformer, it's hard to actually manoeuvre on camera. I did have a few issues with mine, because it's pre-production sample, so there was bits where this had already been pegged in, so it looked like some of the bits come off, so I just had to snip this bit off so it could actually then plug in together, but that was quite easily rectified. But I will let them know about that, just in case it's an issue on any of the others. From the review samples that I've seen, people have posted reviews and things on, well, pictures so far. I can't see that it is an issue so far anyway. Let's have a look. The other thing that you want to do on here, at the front here, is just pull this bit forward here and then swivel that around and tuck that in. So that then is his crotch plate there. So you can see, you know, the size of him. He's huge so far, that, you know, the whole top half of him is cut off camera. So I'm just going to bring him down like that so we can kind of transform the rest of him. And let's sort that out. Oh, let's do it like this so you can have a bit of a better look at him. Right, okay, so next up, now these, I say it's all tricky, but the arm bits is particularly tricky. So what you want to do is pull this bit out first. Easier said than done, I know. So this bit will plug into here, and then you pull that out like that. This actually took me ages to work out. I'm sure most people will look at it and go, oh, that's, you know, like really obvious, but it did take me a little while to figure out, and it's taken me a while again to figure it out. Yeah, so then on this bit here, oh sorry, gone completely off camera there, sorry about that. You've got to find the little bend in the arm here, like that, and you want to bend the arm first, and then that allows you to bend this bit over like that. Otherwise it kind of catches, so that kind of pulls his arm together, and then you flick this bit out here, which is going to be his hand, and it's kind of a double thing here, so you bring it so far and then you kind of push it in to bring it all the way out, like so, You then pull this bit down like that, so it fills in the gap there. Yeah, so that bit's done like that. And you fold this bit in here like that, so it fills in the space. This bit then folds down like that, and that then is that is the front of his arm like that. Okay, and to fill that into there, what you need to do is fold this round, just like that. Yeah, it comes down like this. Oh, sorry about this. He's an absolute mare to try and get it all on camera. So fold this bit down, fold this out, this bit here, like that. This bit is quite stiff, so it is a little bit worrying doing it for the first time. Bring this bit down, so you can see this bit here, and then you're going to plug this bit into here like that. So you've secured the first bit. And I know I'm probably making harder work of it than it should be, but it's actually a lot more difficult to transform this one on camera than you would think. Right, okay, so let's get this one out around here and pull the arm out like so, like that, and then you're going to get this side here, twist it round, find the bend in the arm, where is it, like that. That then means you can bend that bit over like so, and then fold that bit in like so, and then you can bring this down and you can fold this bit out here like that, and then what you'll do then is bring this bit in down here. You'll need to swivel it round, so bring it out, swivel it in like this. Sorry, what I did is brought it in like that and swiveled this bit around and tucked it into this bit here behind his head like so, and then what you'll do is you'll tuck this in on the other side. Now this is the other issue that I had, and this one looks as if it has been it's basically got the two identical pieces. So this bit is actually from here. What that does mean is these bits don't match up properly, and where it folds in here, because you've got a little wheel in here, it stops it from doing it because it's a square on that side. So unfortunately on mine it doesn't quite peg together properly, so I'm going to have that bit kind of sticking out unless I make some alterations there. I'm pretty confident that that's not going to be on the final version, but it's just something to make you aware of, that I've had that one issue. I think Ben's got a review sample as well. From what I've seen of his pictures, it doesn't look like he's got any issues at all with his. So let's bring this up and we can kind of stand him up finally like this, and then I'm just folding his wings out like so. Fold the wings out like that, and then plug everything in to the back here, and these actually plug into the spaces that he's got on the back here like that, and that is him Done. Yeah. Oh, the other thing I forgot is this bit here. Now that fills in this gap in here. So you just plug that into there, like so. Pull his head down like that, and that fills in the gap really nicely there. So it does help. You know, even with this bit here, it doesn't really show that much, I don't think. It still looks pretty good, I think. I'm not sure the right way to have his hands here. You do have this kind of gap in here. That's the only thing, is having it that way. Unless you have his hands that way round, maybe. Could do it that way. But then they would seem kind of overly chunky that way. So I think the proper way probably to have them would be, it might be that way actually. Maybe. Yeah, I'm going with that. That looks a bit more neat and tidy, doesn't it? Either way, you still have got that gap into the side there. You can open up his hands here, if I can. He's got one finger here, which has got it's got a fair bit of articulation in there, so you've got movement there, and then open up the rest of his hand here like that, and then you've got a thumb that's on a ball joint there as well. And then if you get hold of his gun here, so unplug it here, pull this out here, and then right, what have I not done? Pull this out, it's like so, pull this down, you've got his gun, and you've got a little clip on here which will go into his hand like so. That holds in nicely, and then you just pull his finger around and there you have him. Right, now onto the articulation. So head here on a ball joint, up, down, all around, arms, ratchet, out this way, got a bend at the top here, and then one down here as well, a swivel there, a swivel here as well, a swivel here, up and down movement, and the articulation that I mentioned on the hand. Waist articulation, you do have some, but you have to move this bit forward to do it, but you can still get some decent poses out of him that way. Leg articulation, up, all the way back. You can do the splits if you want, forward, bend at the knee, swivel here, swivel the foot here, you can bend that in as well. Doesn't appear to be a tilt, but then again I may have transformed his foot wrong, and then that could be the reason why we don't have it. But if you look at him, I mean, there's some great detail on him. All the panel work, all the colouring that's done on him really does bring out all the detail in the figure. He looks absolutely excellent, I think, and the head sculpt's brilliant. I'll do some size comparisons as well. I know this is a long video, so bear with me. So let's bring him in. So I'll bring in first of all a seeker, so you can see how diddy a seeker is up to him. So you can see there. Tiny. And then take him out. Next size up, we've got a Voyager figure. So that's Soundwave, and again he's pretty small up to him, isn't he? And then let's take someone like, let's get Acid Storm in here. See here, again, he's a good deal larger than him, isn't he? So he's quite a bit taller than him, and that's the Masterpiece Acid Storm. And then we bring in Optimus Prime, Year of the, is it Year of the Horse? Yeah. So you can see he is actually taller than him as well. He's slightly skinnier, not as thick built as Optimus Prime, but he's a really good height on him. I did show also some pictures of him next to Citizen Stack as well. And who else have I got here? Oh yeah, I've got Toy World, Muddy here as well. Oh, oopsie. So we've got those two alongside each other. Who else have got? I've got another tiny one here. So I've got Robots in Disguise Grimlock here as well. So a little baby Grimlock and big Astrotrain. So there you go. Got that. Right, let's move these guys all out of the way, and then I can transform them into shuttle mode, and then I think we're done. I'm trying to show you some of the other detail on them. I feel like I'm skipping through but because there's so much to cover on his review, otherwise it'd be nearly an hour. Honestly, you could spend so much time going through all the detail on this guy. It's ridiculous, really. He's got so much going on about him. Right, let's have a look at. Sorry, I'm just moving all my stuff out of the way here, and then you can get him transformed into shuttle mode. So first thing you'll do is get hold of this again, this rifle, and again the rifle's really good as well. You know, it's really good that you've transformed it into that. This is now going to transform into some landing gear for him in shuttle mode. So transform all that out, and what will happen then is this bit will come out like that, and it'll be a piece of landing gear that will slot on the bottom. Right, so let's get started on this guy. This one is equally as difficult. I shouldn't say difficult, really. It's fun. It's a fun transformation. It just takes a little bit of getting used to, and like I said, it's a little bit tricky to do on camera. So open this foot up. This then folds through like so, and then close this bit in like that. Bend this forward, close that together. Then swivel this bit around like that, close this together, peg that underneath here, come on, like that. So you've got the front bit there. You do the same on the other side as well. So you'll need to open that up again. By the way, the imperfection that I mentioned on the chest only really affects him in robot mode. It's not too much of a big deal, like I said. I think it's just an assembly thing that was just on my one, I think because it was like a pre-production thing. I assume it's pre-production. I will send them an email just to make sure that they're aware of that, just in case it does crop up for anyone else. And then you can see you've got these bits here, and you'll just want to close them in together. Actually, I think what you do is, yeah, you have these bits, the finways like this here, and what that will allow you later on, I think it allows the head to store in between those bits. So then close this bit in together like so. That, come on. Yes, that's all. Oops, sorry about that. All pegging in okay, like that. All right. Let's remember the next bit. So this next easy bit. So swivel that round, peg that into there. Next up, you kind of want to get the hands back as they were. So you want to get this in here. You want to swivel the arms round, plug them into here like that, plug that in like that, and you want to make sure the thumb's out of the way as well for that. Same on the other side. Open this up a little bit, swivel the arm round, close it down, make sure the thumb's out of the way, bring it down, plug it in like that. That bit's done. Next, you want to move these around here. So the way to do that is get it all lined up around here. And what needs to happen is it needs to plug in around here. So I need to just get all this lined up. So, like I said, the best way to do that is by trickery and magic. So let's so here we go. So if you kind of swivel it around enough times, you by luck somehow manage to find the right point to do that, and then you swivel this around here until you find the point that it needs to plug into, which is here. So just swivel it around so it plugs into there and lines up all of this along here. So that bit's done. Same on the other side. So let's try the magic again. Here we go. So I've actually moved to the side there, so that seemed to do the trick a little bit better than all of my guesswork. And then keep moving it around here till you find the point where it plugs in, just like so. So I mean, the transformation is pretty much the same. You know, you have to always do these bits and kind of move all these different bits around. But once you kind of get used to how it all works together, it's not too difficult to transform. Although I know I make it look more difficult. Unpack these. Obviously, on yours you'll have to undo both sides. On mine, I've just got the one to do. Come on. Which I'm going to use a Stunticon sword for, because that's what they're there for. There you go. So drag strips sword came in handy for that. Right. So open this bit up here. Right, so move this out of the way here, and then this comes out like so. Right, what's going to happen is this bit is going to all plug underneath here, so you just got to find the right way to plug it all together. So what we've got to do is we've got to line this up along here. So the best way to do that is bend this bit here, plug that in, bend this around like so, like that, so you've got all this straight, close this in like that, peg that in like that, and then this is going to come round and into this space here like that. Okay. So you can see how it's starting to take shape, and as you do so, you'll see this bit will just peg into here like that. So it's all starting to peg into place, kind of. Then bring the same round here on the other side. Again, the best way to do it is straighten all this up is bend it here, which will allow you to then slot this in like that. You can then bend this round like that, line it all up like so, and then peg this down like that. Bring this round, peg this in